Steve, let's see. Let's see you massage this into a B plus or something crazy for old Hugh going 5-7 and completely face planting till he beat A&M. But that's about the only nice thing I can say.
Mike, this grade was tracking to be an F until Hugh texted me after the Texas A&M game, and the win over Texas A&M bumped it up to a D minus. So I give Auburn a D minus. I seriously considered an F, but the A&M victory kind of bumped it up. They lost 4 games by 10 points or less. Their offense was worse this year than it was last year, and other than accumulating a bunch of talent, I'm struggling to sort of find like a lot of optimism here for Auburn in what happened this season.
Upset of the season, Steven. You've got a lower grade than I do. I went D as well, but I didn't give him the minus. So yeah, I mean everything you said. Completely blew Cal. I mean all these games. Cal. I don't think I've ever seen a team blow this many games. Cal, Arkansas was a self destruction. I mean Oklahoma was the worst of all of them with the Kip 6. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then they sent Brady Cook to the hospital. He trots back on the field and wins a football game. I mean, it was just one devastating result after the other. But I give Hugh and company. I don't really give it to Hugh. I give it to the players. I give them credit. I give Peyton Thorne credit for not going in the tank. The Kentucky game, that was one. Stephen, had they lost that, I think they probably would have lost A&M, and Hugh Freeze is probably fired. I mean, maybe not, but I think it would have been close if they went 3-9. I mean, I don't know how you could justify bringing him back, but that win again, and I'm not very impressed with it because Kentucky's so awful. But the A&M win that you referenced, that was huge. That was perhaps a turning point. And then of course they look like they reverted back to their old form against the Iron Bowl. That was not really competitive, and I loved you blaming Jarquez for throwing a pick that they never should have called that damn play. But yeah, give me a D for Auburn. This was off. The best thing was recruiting, and I'm not grading here recruiting. I'm grading on the field results.
It has felt like a lot of one step back or one step forward, 2 steps back at times, and certainly it felt like after A&M they had a chance against a vulnerable Alabama team this year and then got beat by 14 points. So it feels like 2 years into this, like we said, they've got some talent, they've done recruiting, but hasn't really amounted to anything except for a very bad loss in the Music City Bowl and a win over Texas A&M in overtime.
Matt, comment of the night, Matt Beard. Giving Hugh Freeze your phone number was the first mistake, Stephen.